Christ was black, not Caucasian. He ain't know the books was open. Revelations. Teach repentance to a chosen. Build a nation. It's wartime. We ain't worried about distractions. Christ is only coming for a fraction. Ever see him purple and gold off in traffic? Soldiers standing tall for the law, for the statue. Face like a pit bull, he be on point like a pistol. He get that meat off the gristle. Repent or get missing. Me just a vessel, my very soul is a weapon. Titus 1 and verse 5, and in every city and temple. Truth like a ripple, reach every hood with apostles. Tear down Pentecostals with the saints from the Bible. People are psycho, out here backsliding Michaels. Dying cause we keep on repeating the same old cycle. One nation, one mind. San Diego to New York, pushing this truth. Golden Perk, we putting in work. IUIC, trying to wake up the whole Southeast. Trying to wake them out their coma, y'all. Coma, trying to wake them out their coma, y'all. Coma, trying to wake them out their coma, y'all. Trying to wake them out their coma.
Do we believe in any of these other religions? No. We only believe in the Bible. Christianity is a lie, right? Islam is a lie. Mormonism is a lie. All of that stuff is a lie. The only thing that's true is the word of God and the fact that you are Israelite and God chose you. That's what's true. If you keep his commandments, you will live. Give me Proverbs chapter 3, verse 1.
Bring it out!
I got you. You want all the commandments. I got you.
The book of Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 1. My son, forget not my law.
So God says in the Quran, right, because it's, now I'm saying the Quran. In the Bible, right, God said what? Forget not his law. Go ahead.
But let thine heart keep my commandments for length of days.
For what? If you keep God's commandments, what will you have? Length of days. You're going to live longer. Right. We wonder why people get shot down in the street. We out here buying and selling drugs to each other right now in this very moment. Right. That's what we out here doing. Makes no sense. That's why we dying. Come on, let's see what the Bible says.
Bring it up. For length of days and long life.
And long life, you'll get length of days and long life. Because he told you in Wisdom of Solomon, if you keep his commandments, you're going to live what? You're going to live forever. Right. He said righteousness is immortal. You'll never die. Come on.
And peace.
And you'll have peace. We used to say this is the hood, the word hood, but we used to say it initially meant this was our protection. Right? That's what hoods do. They protect each other. But are we protected now in the hood? Hell no. Exactly.
And peace shall they add to thee.
You're going to add peace to you. Right? Give me Numbers chapter 15:38. We asking for commandments. I'm going to give you some commandments. Now, we went over shaving. Right? Here, I got a pen right here. If you want to write them down, here. And you can go to our website, here, right on the back of that, right there. You got all this free space. We're going to Numbers 15:38. Okay. Come on.
The book of Numbers, chapter 15, and verse 38.
We had Numbers, N-U-M-B-E-R, Numbers. Chapter 15 and verse 38.
Bring it up.
Ready? Here we go.
The book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel.
So, like we just said to you, that you are the children of Israel, like the Quran just said to you, you are the children of Israel. Go ahead.
And bid them that they make them fringes. So
God said command them. That's the word bid means command them that they make what?
Fringes.
Make fringes. What's fringes? This is a stage 2 commandment right here, right? Once you understand you're an Israelite, the next step, right? Not shaving, not eating pork, you're supposed to put fringes on your clothes. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. See this? You see that? You see that? That's what it is, right? We got these on all our clothes, not just these, right? We got these on all our clothes, right? Now, understand it's going to take time, right? Start with shirt 1, right? Get 1 shirt. Call your relative. Hey, help me out. Get some fringes on this. Get you 1, then get you 2. Before you know it, you have a closet full. Just got to start, right? Come on.
That they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations. And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
You see that? On the fringe, he says it's supposed to be what? Ribbon of blue. There you go.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that you may look upon it.
So what's the purpose of the fringe? To look at it. Go ahead.
And remember all the commandments of the Lord.
So what's the purpose of the fringes? And you got to think about that, man, because say, you know, us little dumb kids, I know me, right? I used to go into the corner store, right? And I run in there, nobody looking, right? I see the Reese's Pieces over there, I reach out, grab it, stick it in my pocket, right? You know what I'm saying? Now, if I would have had fringes on, what would have happened if I would have went, grabbed the candy, I'm finna stick it in my pocket, I'm gonna be like, oh shoot, I'm an Israelite. That's why it's here. So you remember to keep his commandments. Oh, I'm not supposed to steal. Right. When you go to lay down with that sister that you just met at the club last week, right? And you go to take off your clothes and you reach for the, and what's gonna happen? You gonna see fringes. Let's go, oh, I'm not supposed to lay with this sister. She's not my wife. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The purpose, these fringes have a purpose. They're not just here. You know what I'm saying? So you can look at them and say, oh, I'm an Israelite. Let me not break God's law right now. You know what I'm saying? You get it? Leviticus 11:7, we'll show you that one again.
Bring it up.
This is pork, right? Leviticus 11, I will write down Leviticus 11, right? And write dietary. These are all the food laws that God has in place. You can eat chicken, right? You can eat beef, right? You can eat salmon, right? You can't eat catfish. Good, don't eat it.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof, and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
So you got to understand, pork is unclean, right? So if all Leviticus 11 is the dietary laws, right? Give me Leviticus chapter 23. Let's start at verse 3. You're a barber, right? All right, I'm finna say something. It might hurt your feelings, but I'm gonna tell you. I gotta tell you, because if I don't tell you, right, the blood is on me, right? So I gotta tell you this. Go ahead.
Bring it up.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 3. 6 days shall work be done.
So God says you're supposed to work how many days? 6 days, go ahead.
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest.
So what day is the Sabbath? So God said the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest. What day you think that is? Let's see, give me my dictionary. Can you give me my dictionary, please? Let's see what the definition of the word Saturday is. Go ahead.
Saturday, 7th day of the week.
What day is Saturday? Now let's go back to the scriptures. So I'm telling you, sir, you are a barber. You got choices that you got to make. And they ain't not easy. Come on.
Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 3. 6 days shall work be done.
So Sunday till what? Friday night, work can be done. Once that sun go down on Friday, you're not supposed to work no more. Go ahead.
6 days shall work be done. But the 7th day.
But Saturday, which is the 7th day,
is the Sabbath of rest.
It's the day you supposed to rest. You're not supposed to work on that day. You gotta understand this, man. I was watching this old interview a long time ago. Give me Exodus chapter 20, verse 8. Right? Long time ago, I was watching this interview. Dude, 50 Cent, right? You know who 50 Cent is, right? Rapper, right? He was on Pierce Morgan, right? He's giving an interview. And he had that old song, I Get High All the Time. You remember that?
I don't need Chris. Tangeray, I don't need this. I'm high all the time. I smoke that good. I stay high all the time. I'm on some bullshit.
You remember that? Yeah, he was like, I get high all the time. I smoke, I drink, I do it. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was saying, right? Now, Pierce Morgan is sitting there across from 50 Cent, and he's like, 50 Cent, I'm looking at you, right? I'm looking at you. You are a physically fit individual. You telling me that you smoke and drink and get high all the time? And he said, no, I don't smoke or drink. I don't do any of that. He said, well, but I had to put this in my song so I can make money.
And yet the interesting thing again about you, which I found surprising, I don't want to insult you by saying that, but I remember asking you, how many drugs have you taken?
Right, and I don't actually use drugs. It was
You've never taken drugs?
No, it was an easy option. It was either you can take $10 or $5 that you spent on buying weed to smoke it or put it in your pocket. My motivation at that point, it wasn't like I was making the decision to do it with the comfort of having things just around me at access. There weren't things around. Like it was...
But most people of your peer group at the time would have been taking drugs. So it showed a self-discipline, which is odd in a boy of that age.
And I got a chance to see a lot of... My mother was one of 9. So I got a chance to watch a lot of my mother's sisters and brothers at different periods, like experiment with the usage of drugs or alcohol, you know. And
did you ever touch alcohol?
I see them respond so differently from it that I stayed away from it. Like I had.
So you've never taken drugs, You've never done alcohol.
I've drunk before, but not like...
Not much.
Yeah.
And you don't anymore.
I've had an experience that what made me like a paranoid because of it, and I stayed away from it following that.
Smoke?
No.
I mean, you're one of the squeakiest, cleanest men I've ever met.
But my first record, when I put it out, I said I'm high all the time. I smoked that good shit. And I said it because I knew that the rest of my story and experience would speak to that people would. And I said it because, oh, well, yeah, I guess you would have tried that too.
So I can make money. So what did he do? You got to say this. I need you to understand this. You never have to say, I'm selling my soul to the devil to make money. But when you hear the Bible say do this, and you say in your brain, if I don't go to work on Saturday, I'm not going to make enough money to survive. I got to go work on Saturday because I'm a barber. This when everybody in the barber shop. What are you saying? You selling your soul in opposition of what the Bible say you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? It's that, and that's something that you got to come to grips with. That day, I understand that's the day where everybody go. I go on Thursday. I understand that's the day everybody go to the barbershop. You know what I'm saying? Read that scripture again. Yep.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20, and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work.
You're not supposed to do no work on the Sabbath day. Go ahead.
Thou, nor thy son,
nor your son, your kids can't do no work on that day. Go ahead.
Nor thy daughter,
nor your daughter can't do no work on that day. Go ahead.
Thy manservant, nor thy maid.
So anybody that work for you, guess what? You're supposed to shut them down. If you're on the barber shop, guess what you're supposed to do? Hey, we close today. You're supposed to shut it down.
That's right.
That's what you're supposed to do. I'm telling you what God say.
That's right.
This chapter 31, verse 14. Watch this.
Read it out.
So like I keep showing you, right? It's penalties to you if you don't keep God's commandments, right? This is the penalty for not keeping the Sabbath day. Like we went over the penalty for eating pork, right? So I'm gonna show you the penalty for Sabbath day. Go ahead.
Exodus chapter 31 and verse 14. Ye shall keep the Sabbath, therefore, for it is holy unto you. Everyone that defileth it,
anybody that choose to do any work on that day,
shall surely be put to death.
What the guy say gonna happen if you choose to keep working on the Sabbath day? Now you know. I done told you, right? Because I told you, like, I got to get the blood off me. I got to tell you. Now it's on you. You know, hey, I'm not supposed to work on the Sabbath day. Come on, give it to me.
For whosoever doeth any work therein, that soul shall be cut off from amongst his people.
His soul gonna be cut off from amongst his people. Go ahead.
6 days may work be done, but in the 7th is the Sabbath of rest, holy to the Lord. Whosoever doeth any work in the Sabbath day, he shall surely be put to death.
You see, he said it 2 times in the same chapter. He's like, look, he had to keep telling niggas. He had to tell them over and over. Because we were like, look, what if I just do this? He was like, look, surely you're going to get put to death if you choose to do any damn thing on the Sabbath day. Now, how do you keep the Sabbath holy? That's the question you got to ask yourself. How do you do it? We already went over step 1, right? You can't work. What else? What else are you supposed to do? That's good, right? You should pray on that day. Give me, where you going, Exodus 23? I got you.
The book of Exodus, chapter 16, and verse 23. And he said unto them, this is that which the Lord had said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord. Bake that which you will bake today.
Okay, so he said on Friday you're still supposed to bake what you want to bake. Go ahead.
And seed that you will seed.
That means whatever you're going to cook on the stove top or the microwave or the crock pot or the pressure cooker, whatever it is, you cook it all on Friday before the sun go down. Go ahead.
And that which remaineth over, lay up for you to be kept until the morning.
So whatever food left over, guess what you do with it? You keep it till Saturday. You eat that food. You say, hey, I got some leftovers. I'm going to eat this. I'm not going to cook. I'm just going to eat my leftovers today. I'm going to eat this sandwich today. I'm not going to cook on this day. Right? So no cooking on a Sabbath day. No working on a Sabbath day.
Bring it up.
You can't even cut your little cousin hair on the Sabbath. You can do what you want to do. Yeah, this is an opposite. You got to understand where you're going to be at if you choose to. You know what I'm saying? I told you. Go ahead. Give me Nehemiah? Cut my little cousin hair today. Nah? I would do it Monday. If I was y'all, I would do it Monday, just to be safe. Right?
The book of Nehemiah, chapter 10 and verse 31. And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals.
So it said if people bring food or clothes or something for you to buy in, come on.
On the Sabbath.
On the Sabbath day.
To sell. That we would not buy it of them.
We're not supposed to buy or sell on the Sabbath day.
That's right. Bring it up.
On the Sabbath or on the holy day. And that we would leave the 7th year.
So we're not supposed to buy or sell on the Sabbath day as well. You gotta understand that. So that's the rules for keeping the Sabbath day. It's straight commandments on how you do it. You don't cook, right? You don't buy, you don't work. There you go. You get it all done. Schedule all your appointments Friday before the sun go down. You can go all the way up to sundown. Once that sun is completely out the sky and it's pitch black, cut the clippers off, bro.
That's right.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this and join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.